Imagine you walk into a jewelry store. You pick up a diamond ring, perfectly clear, brilliantly sparkling, absolutely flawless. The jeweler tells you it costs $10,000. Now imagine I show you another diamond. Same size, same sparkle, same hardness. Chemically and physically, identical in every way. And I tell you, it cost $100. You think I was lying, right? Well, I'm not. I was lying. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly how this happened and why the diamond industry, worth hundreds of billions of dollars, is currently in complete free fall. A scam so perfectly constructed that it fooled the entire world for over 100 years. And it took a communist government, a secret military project, and a single machine to finally tear it all down. Let's start from the very beginning. Ask anyone why diamonds are expensive and they'll give you the same answer. Because they're rare. They take billions of years to form deep inside the earth. There aren't that many of them. It sounds logical. It sounds scientific, and it is almost entirely false. Here's what the geology actually tells us. Diamonds form in the Earth's mantle, roughly 100 miles below the surface, under extreme heat and pressure. That part is true. But what the diamond industry never wanted you to ask is, how many are down there? The answer is an almost incomprehensible amount. Every single year, the global mining industry extracts over 130 million carats of diamonds from the Earth. That's not a typo. 130 million carats annually. The Earth is not running out of diamonds. It never was. So if supply is so abundant, why were diamonds ever this expensive? To answer that, we need to travel back to 1870. South Africa. In the 1860s and 70s, massive diamond deposits were discovered in Kimberley, South Africa, and almost overnight, diamonds went from being genuinely rare to being everywhere. Prospectors flooded in, mines opened up, supply exploded, and just like basic economics predicts, prices began to crash. The men who had invested fortunes into diamond mining started to panic. If diamonds became cheap, their entire business was worthless. Enter a young British businessman named Cecil Rhodes. Rhodes had a simple but ruthless vision. He began buying up every small mining operation around him, one by one. When owners refused to sell, he undercut them until they went bankrupt, then bought them anyway. By 1888, Cecil Rhodes had consolidated virtually every major diamond mine in South Africa under a single company. He called it De Beers Consolidated Mines. And with that, one of the most powerful monopolies in human history was born. De Beers' strategy was beautifully simple. Control the supply, control the price. They didn't flood the market with all the diamonds they mined. They stored them, released them slowly and carefully. Just enough to meet demand, never enough to crash prices. The year is 1963. China is in the middle of economic and political turmoil. Relations with the Soviet Union have collapsed. Western sanctions are limiting imports. And China's industrial sector has a problem. It has almost no access to industrial diamonds. Remember, at this point, diamonds weren't just jewelry. They were essential for manufacturing, for drilling oil wells, cutting stone, grinding metal. Without them, China's industrial ambitions were severely limited. So the Chinese government did what it always does when faced with an external dependency it cannot afford. It started a secret program to solve the problem internally. The project was quietly known as Project 121. Chinese scientists and engineers, working in state laboratories with almost no access to Western research, began developing their own high-pressure synthesis technology from scratch. And in 1963, they succeeded, producing their first synthetic industrial diamonds. But here's where China's story diverges from America's. The Americans built the belt press, effective but limited. The Chinese engineers looked at the problem differently and developed a fundamentally different machine. They called it the cubic press.
As soon as the United States and other major laboratories discovered that China was producing diamonds in laboratories that looked almost identical to natural ones, they immediately launched investigations. Using advanced equipment, they examined every diamond to determine which ones were natural and which were lab-grown. The investigation revealed that the chemical structure of China's lab-grown diamonds was almost identical to that of natural diamonds. The only real difference was that natural diamonds take millions or even billions of years to form deep inside the earth, while lab-grown diamonds can be produced in just a few weeks using powerful machines. As this news spread, the global jewelry industry was shaken. People started asking a simple question. If a diamond looks the same, shines the same, and is just as durable, why pay much more for a natural one? As a result, many major jewelry companies began providing certificates with every diamond, clearly stating whether it was a natural diamond or a lab-grown diamond. Even today, the debate between natural and lab-grown diamonds continues. Some people believe natural diamonds are more valuable because they are created by nature, while others prefer lab-grown diamonds because they offer nearly the same beauty and quality at a much lower price. Now here's the biggest question. If technology continues to improve and machines become capable of creating diamonds that are impossible to distinguish from natural ones, will natural diamonds keep their value? Or will the world eventually switch to lab-grown diamonds?